one of the first topics that we're going to go over today in today's lecture is the need for a digital game plan. In essence, it's your strategy. The digital game plan is so fundamentally crucial, and I cannot tell you, from presidential campaigns to school board races, I've never seen this actually fully done, completed. And it's one of the first things I would do when I walk into a campaign, is I would help them write the digital game plan. And the reason why is because there are certain fundamentals that need to go into this digital game plan. And as you look at this list, you can see the items that all talk about a specific objective. And they might have a slogan, you might have a message, or a campaign might have an idea of how many votes they need to do in order to win. But if you don't have it written down in terms of the actual plan, it becomes very difficult to let the campaign rule you rather than you ruling the campaign. I can't overstress this. Don't let the campaign rule you, but you should rule the campaign. And this is fundamental because of the simple reason that campaigns struggle every single time because of a chaotic moment. See, the word campaign, or the C in campaign, stands for chaos. Because there are constant chaotic moments all the time. And whether it be a bad press release or a press article, some kind of situation that is personal, or maybe the opponent doing something, or even some natural catastrophe, it interrupts the flow of a campaign. So when you do that, you ruin your game plan. And when you ruin your game plan, it throws you off your game. So as a result, campaigns get off balance. And when you're off balance, you make poor decisions. You make poor decisions, you give an opportunity to the other side to actually help take advantage of that chaotic moment. And you give them an ability to move up in the polls or move ahead in some area, whether that be in fundraising or voter recruitment or on issue policies, or even in just the worst outcome, increasement in just plain votes. We don't want to lose ground. So fundamentally, do the ABCs. Here in this lecture, I am actually going to give you a template. Yes, I'm going to give you a template that I would give to a campaign, and it'll include all the components that you need in a campaign plan. Now, I said in the beginning, this is a digital campaign plan, not a campaign plan that you would run fundamentally. Now, if you have a consultant, or if your campaign has not written a traditional campaign plan, I would encourage you to do so. But in this lecture, we are not doing that. What we're trying to do is incorporate what would be in a campaign plan and the digital tactics or the digital things that you would do in order to help you execute a written existing campaign plan. In this lecture, you will also learn some of those formulas to put those tactics together. So let me give you one example before we jump into the lecture, and that example is very simply. I was working in a campaign, and they did have a campaign plan. They had a consultant. He provided that for them, etc. And we came in to provide the technology. And it was a perfect fit because that's what I did for several years. And when we provide the technology in that campaign plan, I realized that they didn't have tactics. They did not know how to use the technology to be deployed. So in this case, we took our email software and we wrote out 10 of the emails approved by the consultant, approved by the candidate, content that they gave us, and we pre-programmed it already till the end of the campaign. So working backwards, we were able to go ahead and take from election day and work our way, and in the software, program every single email that went out. And even better, what we were able to do is that if they opened up this email, then they got that email. If they opened up this email, they got this email. And if they didn't open up any emails over a day, another email would go out. So using this kind of tactic, we were able to get that message out, but not have to be doing it on demand, on response all the time. We were effectively able to use a tool, and in this formula right here, we were able to go ahead and take the idea of a campaign plan. We were able to take, in this case, the email software. We were able to deploy the 10 emails in a collective format so that this formula was able to be applied to their campaign plan and they already had it done. The last 10 days, they didn't have to worry about their emails. They knew what they were going to say, how they were going to say it, and they weren't going to be interrupted or disrupted by some chaotic moment. So take advantage of writing a campaign digital plan and enjoy this lecture.